Welcome, guys, to the live stream. Hope you guys are having a fantastic day today. It is Sunday. It is September 26th. You know what that means? We are 2 days away from New World official launch, live gameplay on real servers. No more beta testing, actual live, playing the game for keeps. I'm super excited. Tomorrow is the day when we can free download and have it installed. So if you pre-ordered, make sure you get it downloaded tomorrow. If you haven't pre-ordered, go ahead and pre-order. Get your hands on that game. Get it downloaded so you're not waiting for it on day of launch. Tuesday's day of launch, I will be streaming New World on Tuesday, and unbelievably looking forward to diving into that. Let's get some shout-outs out there. Afraid, welcome to the stream. Soul Killer, welcome to the stream. Hello and welcome. And let's head over to the game window. We have the game window. I am here on TerrisCRAFT. I see Sweeney's done some work at the future home of the Villager Trading Post. Let's just go have a look-see at where he's at over here. He's got some windows in, and he's getting that medieval layout to it. So it looks like things are coming along here for it. There's still obviously no villagers, and there's still a lot of work to be done on it, but it's coming along. It's looking good. I too was busy on, I want to say it was Saturday night. Yeah, Saturday night. It was late. I hopped on and did some work over here. I finished the building where we left off with, which is this one here at the end, other than doing like the vines and stuff on it. And I started another building that's nearly done now as well too. So we really only have maybe 1-2 more buildings left to do here. And this is done. Actually, I'm thinking it's probably going to be like one long building. I'm not sure. I'm not totally sure yet, but it is coming along quite nicely. The village is almost complete that lead up to the gatehouse, and then we can go back and dive into more of the actual castle construction and kind of figure out what we're going to do with those builds over there. So not good that I'm already yawning here at 20 to 10 at night. That's not good. Do people have shops in your server? Is there a market area? There isn't yet, but there will be at some point. Yes. It will come eventually. But yeah, we're gonna get started by getting this building here finished up here today. That's my mission, getting this one done. Which is basically, I think all that this needs is just getting the lighting and stuff put in. And it is like totally good to go, so. Let's grab some of this. I'm going to just punch that out real quick. We're going to grab this. We're going to grab this. We're going to grab this. I might need those, and I might need those, and I might need some of this. I need the black concrete. That should be a pretty good start for what I need anyway. And we'll just punch a hole in the roof here so that we can get in and out of here, no problem. No problem. I think I'm just going to do each individual window at a time here. Have it all nicely lit up. Soul Killer has 3 points. Your channel is good. I have seen some of the old vids. Well, I appreciate that. Going back and watching some of the old stuff. I appreciate that very much. I've fallen into my doom. Way back to some of the old World of Warcraft days. I mean, there were some really cringy Minecraft videos that I posted on the channel back in like 2014, I think. But that was when my internet was trash, my computer was trash. It was not a fantastic adventure. I've definitely become a little bit more comfortable doing this now than what I was before. I'm not as robotish, so I would love to get more viewers. Have the whole world watching. But it's like YouTube punishes the live algorithm for the channels. It doesn't push it very much. I've noticed it's actually getting kind of odd. I mean, I don't ever want to switch to Twitch, but I would sooner YouTube kind of got their stuff together. Didn't forget about us lowly old streamers on their platform. Alrighty, more lights. This is a larger window over here. Just the way everything was working with the way this building got built. It's got 3 different levels to it, so it was a little bit of a challenge to get this one built. I was in there with the thunderclap, and I swear I had some intuition because I hardly even jumped. I think I must have known that you were coming. Oy vey. I'm going to need more caffeine tonight, I think. I can't be yawning already. I stayed up and watched movies too late last night. I think is what it is. It's my own danged fault. This goes straight down like so. That one caps off. Nope, we can't do that. This has to be like this.
Hello there.
Well, hello there, too. How are you? I'm doing well. I am patiently awaiting 2 more days to go Download is tomorrow. Don't forget about getting your download ready for tomorrow. Very important. Alright, I think that's all of the lower level windows are done. Now we got this level. Iron bars for here. Wait, this shouldn't be a hole here. Alrighty, I didn't actually finish that one. Oh, my bad. I'm going to need that. And some of these. That one goes like so. Exams are just the best. My exam is from 9:30, and I'm here chilling. Oh, you have an exam at night, like 9:30 tonight. You're doing an exam, or no? You obviously it must be 9:30 tomorrow. You have an exam, and you're here chilling. Well, I mean, this could be good background for you doing some studying, so. As soon as your kids go to bed, you're going to hop into voice. They're being quite raucous. You got some rowdy kids happening. They don't want to go to bed. The weather is fantastic. Well, I know the weather's fantastic for us. I couldn't even begin to tell you for you. But it got up to like, I want to say 27 or 28 degrees Celsius today. It was freaking amazing outside. It was amazing. Alright, I gotta put some little spacers in here to plug up some of these holes. I need a way in. Let me in. Let me out. Let me in. Let me out. Let me in. It is very much not daytime over here. Yeah, I'm not overly pleased with how this turned out here. But I guess it's going to have to kind of be that way.
Bruh.
Bruh. I'm struggling with how I want this to look here. And I think we're going to do it like this. It seems like every one of these little side towers that I put on this, the bottom of them, each ended up being quite a bit different than the other one. I'm going to even this up. I'm going to do the same thing over here. We're going to 3 across. And then we will use this. Like so. How can I earn many Terris tokens? You can gamble, but I think you need a minimum of 10 points to gamble. But there's risk, obviously. You got to get above 50%, 50 in a roll of 100 to be able to gain anything from it. You can enter the raffle if I do a giveaway. Being here chatting, you earn more. Doing super chats, you earn some. Becoming a channel member, you earn some. There's lots of different ways you can earn Terris tokens. Okay, I think that was all that I had to do to fix that up. Now we put the light in. Like so, and this one. Oh, we've got a thing to fix here, don't we? Let's just do this. Do I have a gap on this side too? Let's just fill that in. We spot have an issue, but we have it taken care of. There's a zombie chilling in a little hole here. Later, zombie. We're going to beat you with a brick. Repeatedly. Over and over and over. You are a better builder than Grian. I beg to differ. Grian's amazing, and he's way faster than I am. I take inspiration from Grian for sure, but I am nowhere near the builder that he is. I've got a long way to go to catch up to that quality. I appreciate the compliment, though. Ren, welcome to the stream. I mean, there is one thing more in common with my builds and Grian's is the fact that he doesn't do the insides either unless he's actively going to be in them. Not concrete. That's this one. And we got to do this. There's not many windows in this building. It's not like the other ones. Like I'd say it's probably about half as much lighting in this one. For me, my build on this is basically what it looks like from the outside is what I'm concerned with right now. If I've got time later on, then we'll tweak the inside. And I think this is the last window, if I'm not mistaken. And then it's just a matter of plugging the hole in the roof where I flew in here. That looks to be all the windows. That is another finished structure. Actually, let's go down from the bottom of the road and kind of walk up and see what everything looks like. So if you're coming from spawn, we'll actually do it right from spawn. Because they're glowing from the outside, I want the windows to be lit up from the outside. And then I'm covering them around with the black concrete so that there's no little line gaps between the stained glass over there. So when you log onto the server, this is what you basically get to see, is you see these structures over here. Gatehouse, the bridge is off that way. The castle will be over there. But how did we get there? We follow the road. Okay, bye. You're going to go do your exam. Good luck on your exam, and don't forget to hit the like button before you go. Thanks for stopping in. Oh, there's a road sign here that says Locke's house this way. The sign is for my own sake. Oh, Locke doesn't know how to get to his own house. That's awesome. Project Director Sweeney Dunstan, future home of Dunstan Trading Center, will be communal. So then we've got the village here. I might knock out the vines and just leave like the leaves instead. It's a little on the thick side here with vines. There's a lot of vines happening actually. At least trim out some of them anyway. Alright, we're definitely going to need something here and then a bunch of buildings to fill this spot up. Again, we're really vined up here. So we're going to have to trim out some of these vines. And then actually you'll get a good shot of where the castle is through here. These buildings are all here. Of course, there'll be more buildings out that way. We have the gatehouse. Leads across to the main village, or the main castle. Yeah, Locke's sign's kind of funny. Alright, let's clear our...
Well, hello, Terris.
Well, hello, Fanu. Welcome to the stream.
How's it going?
It's going just fine, actually. I have been building crazy. Building crazy. Like, there's all kinds of buildings in here now. The little village is, like, packed full. I've got probably 2, maybe 3 more buildings to go.
Nice. Getting close. Might as well hop on and try to attempt the failing bridge.
What are you trying to accomplish?
Make a bridge from one end of like a mountain to the other. It's not going so well. I'm not a builder. I'm more of redstone.
Yeah, well, I'm not much of a builder either. I just start slapping blocks down and let it take it to wherever it ends up being.
That's false, Terrace. You are a builder.
All by fluke, really. I mean, there's no plan to end. Like, literally, I have not planned one block of this entire build.
I mean, you're more than welcome to check out what I'm attempting to do. It's not going to look any good.
I'm sure it will be just fine. Just got to kind of watch where things end up here because I'm really starting to run out of room.
Terrace,
Yep.
Flyer Phantom's not disabled.
Cuz? Are you at the village?
No.
Where are you? I just out of your place?
I'm hiding in a rock.
Hold on, let me get a bed and I'll reset it. I'm sleeping. I'm sleeping. There you go, it's daytime.
Okay. Those little buggers are annoying.
Yep, they are, actually. But they keep everybody on their toes.
I'm so used to playing on the faction servers that I was telling you about. They don't have them there.
Oh, that got me. That one had... Oh, that thunderclap got me, like, right good. I'm awake!
Did they get...
I'm awake. And then I think this leaves me enough room to put in one more building here. What a weird shape this one's going to be. All right, what color scheme did I want to go with this bad boy? I think that might kind of fall in suit with this one over here. We'll match it up exactly with this one. Oh, Frey just lost 1,500 tokens. Ouch. That's expensive. Now, should I step the height up on this part right here? I think it should be. And then we should step up again here. I'm a sucker for punishment when it comes to these builds. This building is just crazy whack shaped. Like there's no rhyme, no reason to it. Well, I said I wanted to improve on building on angles. I guess that's one way I can look at this. Something tells me this is not going to work out in my favor, though.
Did you just break your legs?
What do you mean, did I just break my legs?
I heard the snap.
No snap here. I think you're hearing things. Yeah, I need to make this one wider. To save myself hours of grief. Just as long, wow, it's going to get really close to that edge up there. If we, well, actually, Now this building's going to be totally fine with it. Terris, you mind if I join Discord? No, go ahead, Afraid. You can hop on Discord, that's fine. It is open for you. You are ranked to be able to join the live chat.
How is everybody?
We are Peachy. And how's Afraid?
Doing okay. I'm just sitting here watching you, and I just wanted to make a comment to Fanu. When you said, when you heard the snap and all that, you got to realize Terris is a little older than that. You know, he didn't catch the burn.
Oh, I may have missed the burn in chat too, so there's that as well. I'm focused today.
Yep.
At least trying to be focused.
I'm going to again try to see if I can research ways to find ways to get more viewers when you start New World.
I just gotta not suck. That's all.
You don't suck, Terris. It's not you.
It's not you, it's me. I've heard that. That's what all the viewers say. I've had girlfriends say that in the past too. It's not you, it's me. Yeah, whatever. Isn't that the polite way of getting dumped?
No. Well, maybe, I guess, but that's not what I'm saying.
Where's those other silly blocks? I want those corner ones. These ones. What? Bark on all sides. Dark oak wood is what they are. Not wood planks. Not logs. Emma's got me with the air horn. Good morning. I'm awake. Every time I yawn, you've got to do that. Keep me on my toes. Okay, well, this is a shape. I don't know if it's exactly what I'm going for, but it's working. Tater poem. No, Tetier poem. Not tater poem. Tetier poem. Welcome to the stream. Welcome.
Hello, my friend.
Stay a while and listen. More blockies. Yeah, I need this one, and then I think I need it to step here. Yeah, I'm definitely a sucker for punishment when it comes to builds. Hey, does that actually line up? Oh, it does. Well, that's not so bad.
Nice. Do you know if there's any links to how this algorithm works?
The Google search or the search algorithm? No, not that I know of. Like it's all, like it's more catered towards video uploads than it is for live stream. That I do know for a fact.
Terris, can you do me another huge favor?
Yeah, what's that?
Sleep.
There you go.
I tried to miss. Thank you.
Did you not take a bed from spawn?
I did, but I can't sleep when there's phantoms on me.
But you need to sleep to get rid of the phantoms. That's what resets the phantom counter. So you might want to look into that. Is next nightfall is get yourself a hole in the ground and throw down a bed. What an odd looking building this is going to be.
I think it's interesting.
I'm worried I might be a little bit too close to this one.
Can you not craft lanterns?
Yeah. I think you need to make the new well, there's the redstone lanterns you can make, and then the new lamps you can make. It's like a torch with iron around it, I think. Or iron bars around it. You know what? I'm going to back this up one here.
Iron nuggets.
Yeah, yep. That sounds more like it.
It could also be an alleyway, like back in Harry Potter, where they got those back alleys for like the dark arts.
Yeah, the only concern was as I was building up, I'd hit this here, which is why I had to kind of back it up a bit.
Oh yeah.
I might even back it up one more. Kind of looking at this. Because it's only giving me 2 blocks to play with, and then I've got this one, actually 1 block of room. Depending on what I want to do for some type of structure on here. I mean, it might be enough. We'll see. If I got to tear off half the wall, so be it. I was going to copy this color layout, wasn't I? I think I was. Now, what's going to be the best bet here? Because this is center. Just like so.
Have you looked into like maybe like trading tokens, Terrace tokens for like free giveaways and stuff?
If I had the money to buy the stuff for free giveaways, but I don't have the money to do that, so that's not going to happen anytime soon.
Well, I know, but if you had the money,
I mean, yeah, that would be something I would do like later on down the road type thing, where people could trade in their tokens for getting a hoodie or something. Or...
yeah, something like that. And it will add viewership and view time.
Yeah, just not going to add to my pocketbook, that's for sure. Those things are expensive.
Have you tried just mailing people cash?
Yeah, here, come to my stream, here's money.
Just bribing them outright?
Bribing?
Well, whatever process would work, I guess.
Also, hi.
Welcome.
Hello, Emma.
How are you
all?
this fine day?
Oh, super. It's been a nice snoozy Sunday for the most part.
Well, that's good. No studying.
There should have been, but I've kind of taken a few days off so I could kind of enjoy the weekend.
Did you have fantastic weather on your weekend?
It was pretty good. Yesterday was pretty sunny, and then today started out fairly sunny and ended in rain, so
Oh,
that's okay. It's pretty typical Seattle weather. 'Tis the season.
we had like 27 and sun all day. It was amazing.
I gotta pull up Google and have it tell me what that is in freedom.
Freedom. Yeah, all right.
It's like mid 70s or so, I think, really, without looking. Too lazy to open Google. That's where I'm at this evening.
Well, I mean, you gotta have those days every once in a while.
I mean, it's most days, but yeah. Pretty much always in a state of can't be bothered.
You sound like you're just like completely chill.
I am. I'm pretty relaxed at the moment, drinking some tea and playing a little bit of Diablo 2 and winding down. Watching the puppy attack my wife.
Oh, well, that's entertainment.
Yeah.
That's probably great entertainment. Because you know the puppy's going to win.
Very much so. Got everything prepped for Tuesday. Do we know what time it's actually going live on Tuesday?
Not 9 a.m.
Look,
9 a.m. Pacific time, I think.
9 a.m. Pacific
But the
time.
download will be ready for tomorrow, so you'll be able to get the download done tomorrow.
Oh, very good.
And you'll probably be, what, level 15 by the time I get home?
Oh God, no. I've got a lot of work going on, especially Tuesday. I've got a bunch of patching that I'm working on for.
I've got to go to
complicated systems.
My boss actually scheduled us and the rest of us, like the rest of the asset protection department. We've got to meet up at one of our sites. It's like an hour and a half away because it's one of the buildings is scheduled for demolition. And so we got to go and like pull out. There's still some old computer hardware and some racks and stuff. I got to get all that gutted. There's an old video surveillance system I got to get gutted out of there. Basically do a salvage run. So I'm going to be freaking exhausted.
Yeah, you are. I remember those days.
Not overly looking forward to that day.
No, I can't imagine.
The only thing that's going to keep me going is the fact that I know I'm coming back to New World. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
Loving family.
my loving family, New World.
Okay.
New World? What's that?
I think that one might be done to death. Done to death now.
Dang it.
I appreciated the spirit of it.
As well as I did.
I should go look before I ask, but I'm not going to. Did you put information on the Discord about what server we're going to be on faction and all that? I think you did.
I did, but then I also did the channel trailer that's got all that information in the channel trailer that
That's
I
true.
that basically told everybody to go watch.
Yeah, I remember it was in the trailer.
And if they hadn't watched it, well, where's the commitment, guys?
They hadn't watched it. That's probably why they hadn't unsubscribed yet.
I'm serious. There's got to be a way that we can find a reference to this algorithm that we can actually mine it for information on how to rank better on it.
I'm doing everything I can. It's just a matter of the viewers need to. The big thing is sharing. If the more people that share it, then the more traction the video gets.
Because I think you're doing very well what other people are doing, and I think you deserve what they get for it, you know?
Well, I appreciate that.
You mean drug across the social media coals? I don't think he deserves that at all. It's terrible.
True.
I mean, it would be fun to watch, but I would feel bad for him.
I'm sure you would.
You know, for a minute.
You mean maybe some social media controversy that will bring...
Oh, great.
that would bring, you know...
I want to do it legitimately. I don't want some freaking... Because with controversy, you get supporters and then you get haters. And I don't need the haters. I really don't.
True.
Yeah. Now, when you got this crowd around you already.
Exactly. Exactly. Actually, in fact, if you guys haven't yet, reach down, hit that like button on the video, subscribe if you're new to the channel, ring the notification bell so you can be notified when we go live. Run over to Instagram, like the Instagram post that I did, go over to Twitter, like that, share it, retweet. Retweet would be good. That would be fantastic. If not, that's okay too, I guess.
Terris, how do I Twitter?
Well, first you have to catch a bird.
Be right back. Actually, I think I did share a post of yours on my Twitter account, but I have like 8 people following me, and I'm pretty sure they're all bots because I've had that account for years, and I just
Oh, nice.
I use it to complain at like companies when like things are not going well with their orders and whatnot. It's a very focused account. This game will not drop a shield I need.
I wonder if we can... what do you think about challenging like jingles to New Worlds or something like that?
Making jingles?
That's what I heard.
I could have swore that's what I heard too.
No, I mean like inviting jingles or challenging jingles for like a new world challenge or something like that.
Who is Jingles?
Who's Jingles? I'm confused.
Oh, the Mighty Jingles. You don't.
Oh, the mighty Jingle. Oh, that makes complete sense. Santa Claus.
Chris Jingles.
I'm totally confused. I have no idea who the Jingles is.
The Mighty Jingles is he's a long-term YouTuber that plays, basically he plays World of Tanks a lot, World of Warships, and tries different games and stuff like that. Basically, what you do, but he's got
But better.
Well, he's got, I think, pretty close to 1 million followers and stuff like that, and he's funny. And I think if we can play off him or play with him or something like that, something that he'd be interested in doing.
It would have to be like a like-minded game with that, though. And a lot of big-time content creators, they absolutely hate getting approached by small guys.
Yeah, I can see how that could be. Yeah, didn't think of that.
I hate it when Terris reaches out to me. You want to play a game? I'm like, ah.
Yeah.
So many people love
that
me.
scrub.
Why do you even talk to me?
How did I ever give him my freaking Discord handle?
Yeah.
Colder Path subscribed. Thank you for the sub. I appreciate that. Doop, 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 doop.
I do kind of
I'm like
have the
crazy laid back chill tonight too. You know that? To tell you the God's honest truth, I stayed up way too late watching movies. Like, I think it was
That's a
3
good
when I
thing.
shut off my phone.
Wait, you were watching movies on your phone?
I was laying in bed watching Netflix on my phone.
Oh my god, that hurts my neck just having you say it.
I got nice comfy pillows.
Yeah, I guess I don't. I can't. My neck is really bad. Like my neck and my back are in like terrible shape, so I can't like lay down and look at my phone for very long, and it just kills me. But I'm glad you were able to. What did you watch?
Oh, I was just watching some like really old random crap on Prime. I can't remember. They were just like cheesy 80 movies. Not quite as cheesy 80 movies as what you had, introduced us to on Discord.
I was gonna ask.
That I hadn't watched. I think I watched like the first 15 minutes of it, but I haven't had a chance to go back yet.
I'm gonna be so disappointed if you don't watch it.
I have been desperately trying to find a source for. I have a hankering to watch Contact again, but nobody is streaming it anywhere.
Huh.
And that movie is like one of my favorite sci-fi movies.
Can you not buy it on Vudu or something?
I probably could, but then I'd have to like spend money on it over above what I'm already paying for all my streaming platforms.
Well, yeah, but like, you want me to look and see what the cost is?
Well, I'm pretty sure it's like $5. It's so old now.
It's on sale at the moment for $10.
Yeah,
The HDX version. But you love that movie, so you'd probably watch it more than once.
I would watch it probably once a month.
So there you go. That's $10 well spent.
Yeah. I'm just cheap.
No, I get that.
When you pay so much for all of these streaming platforms, you kind of expect everything to be available.
I don't, which is exactly why I pay for so many different streaming platforms.
Because I've got Prime, I've got Disney Plus, I've got Netflix, My kid's been after me to get Crave. I've got a VPN so that I can watch all over the place to try to get different stream feeds. You know how it is.
Yeah, I don't ever do the VPN thing, but I totally get it, switching regions and everything. But yeah, see, and I have Netflix, and I forget I have Netflix, but not quite as often as I forget I have Amazon Prime Video, because I didn't get Amazon Prime for the streaming service, so I've never.
No,
even
that's
thought
exactly.
about it.
It's always an afterthought, that one.
Yeah, like
Because it's like I got my Prime account because I order stuff on Prime,
yeah,
and then it's like, oh yeah, I get music and picture storage and movies and TV shows. And...
yeah, I think the only streaming service I'm paying for out of pocket with the intent of using it is Disney Plus. You know, giving me Hulu and everything, because Netflix.
See,
is
we don't
in
get
my phone.
Hulu with our Disney Plus. Hulu's not available in Canada.
Oh right, because you guys are heathens.
Yes.
Not about that. No, I actually never even thought about the fact that you guys.
So
could do that.
there's another one in Canada called Crave that includes HBO Max. But I mean, it's like $17 a month. And Netflix is $14 a month. And Disney Plus is $12 a month. And Amazon is whatever it is per year that I'm paying for Amazon. I don't even know anymore. It's just auto build.
It's like 120 now. Well, I mean USD 120. I don't know what that converts to. 140 or something like that.
I don't know, because Amazon seems pretty reasonable with their price comparisons back and forth, because I'm pretty sure New World is the same price for me as it is for you. I don't think there was an exchange rate difference.
Pretty nice of them.
Yeah, so you should have come to Canada, bought your license, and then went back. You would have saved $3.50.
They won't even let me through the border right now.
No, they won't, but
I
you
would.
just say, I just need to be connected to an ISP over there for like 10 minutes.
Just pull up to the border control gate and just be like, "Can I use your Wi-Fi?"
I need to buy something off Amazon.ca.
They'd probably let you too. They're usually pretty chill.
On the Canadian side, the US side would like shove a rifle up your ass and say, "Excuse me, what did you say?"
Probably, yeah. Probably don't know what Wi-Fi is. They think it's some sort of terrorist word.
Rand's like, his movies aren't on DVD anymore? What are they on? I still buy DVDs for my trailer. That I do. But I don't have an actual DVD player in my house other than like Windows Media Player on my PC that I have hooked up to my TV.
I don't even have an optical drive in my PC. I have a PlayStation 4 as my DVD and Blu-ray player.
My desktop system down here doesn't have one, but the one upstairs is like an Acer, a small form factor Acer Veriton. It's an old business grade one that I use as a media PC, and it's got a DVD drive in it. So
yeah, that's nice to have. That's actually the only reason I originally decided to go with a PlayStation 4 over an Xbox One, because they were doing the HD DVD to Blu-ray garbage at that point, and so I kind of skipped the previous generation because they couldn't decide on what the media format was going to be, and then Blu-ray became it. So I was like, yep, yeah, the Xbox doesn't have Blu-ray player, so.
Rand, most of the stuff is all on streaming services, so they're all housed on like centralized streaming servers. Netflix has the rights to so many movies, and they have them sitting on their servers, and they're accessible from there. I don't actually keep physical media here unless it's in my trailer, because I got a DVD player in the trailer. So
I still do for certain things. I have a pretty big bookshelf full of Blu-rays and stuff like that. Like all the Marvel movies, we try to buy the physical copies for. It used to be, it's not as easy anymore, but it used to be really easy to go find like the Blu-ray copy that has a digital code so you can redeem it on Vudu.
Yeah.
And for whatever reason, they're not doing that anymore. It's you can get the Blu-ray. You can get the Blu-ray with all the special features and everything, but it's been a while since I've seen one release where you could get the digital code for it too, which is really disappointing. I think that's entirely because of Disney Plus's new streaming service, because they don't do Vudu and all that anymore.
Yeah, exactly. They want you to come get it from them, so
Yeah.
pay your subscription, then you can watch it whenever you want. They don't want to give you digital rights to it. That wouldn't be right.
Nah.
I tried so hard on that one.
You did. It's the effort that I appreciate.
Yeah. I got the F part of the effort this time. Had some wee little gaps to fill in. Now, do I want to step this out or not? Because it's going to get me really close to that build.
Hey, Terris, what was the name of that coalition that used to help people on YouTube start up?
Yeah, they ended up getting shut down because they were like, there was a whole bunch of funding stealing happening off that. COA, Collaborators Online Alliance or something like that.
Yeah, I think that sounds right.
Yeah, I used to be a part of that, and then they were doing some like sketchy stuff, and I'm like, peace out.
Oh, okay.
Nah, it's got to flare out. Let's flare it out.
I didn't say anything, but I knew you were going to do it.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to make the back of your brain itch.
Pretty much, yep. I got to do it right or don't do it at all. And there is no determining factor as to what's right or not, so it's all in my brain. These vines are going to have to go. Because I think those buildings are going to end up touching something.
Magic Find runs are not going like I want them to. Version of Diablo 2 is a little crashy.
Oh, the new one?
Yeah.
Well, that's not very good.
I've noticed it hasn't been during gameplay, which is always a plus, but it does happen like when I'll break out to a menu or something like that, like into the lobby for Battle.net or whatever. And suddenly the game will just boop. I'm like, oh, alright. Cool, I was done anyway. Let me just relaunch.
That shouldn't do that.
No, it should not.
I'm sure they'll get a patch because I'm sure you're probably not the only one having that issue.
Oh yeah, I would assume that's true. I'm reporting them as they happen. That way I'm part of the solution and not the problem.
Wise words to think of the solution, not the problem.
I tried to do the Discord announcement at everyone, but I guess either no one got it or they didn't come.
It's usually restricted because it's kind of a powerful thing to be able to do.
Well, and I posted into the Discord as well too, so it is what I mean. It's Sunday night too, right? And I've got a fairly, I mean, a lot of my problems is the fact that I stream at not typical streaming times when the viewership is available for North America, right?
That's true, but there's Europe and everybody.
Well, and then it's an English stream, right? So then they're probably like, well, I can go watch a Belgian stream and be able to understand it, or vice versa. Like there's that to factor in when it comes to streaming from, overseas streams.
True.
I just got to quit whining and do better.
Whoa, no, we're not going that route yet.
Do better.
This isn't a moment for self-improvement. We're complaining, sir.
Well, what's the point of complaining to Google? It's never. I mean, they were the ones that control the beast, right?
Speaking from experience, at least on the corporate side of things, there's no point at all.
And that's corporate.
Yeah. Even when you're physically paying the money, they still don't care.
Nope.
One of these days, I'm going to get an email from support that's going to be like, just Google it.
Wouldn't that be amazing if they give you a link to a Google search?
They use like the Let Me Google That For You website. Just to snarkily put it in your search bar.
Yep. Here's the search term we used. Find your solution. Ren, I think you still can own your own copy. It's just more difficult to get now. Because you could buy digital licenses and be able to download a copy from the different production warehouses and stuff like that. Like, it's still doable.
The laws change per country. I know in our country, technically the copy in your hand, whatever that happens to be, whether obviously you can't hold the digital copy unless you're holding your iPad, but if you're holding your copy, that's the copy you own. If you back that copy up, you don't own that copy. It's not allowed.
Yep.
So it's always that little game of.
And your iTunes library, you don't actually own your iTunes library. You own the rights to listen to it. But say you die, you can't bequeath your library to someone else.
You said bequeath.
I did. That is the correct term, is it not?
No, it is. It's just a funny word.
Okay.
Yeah, so technically the Plex server that I have between me and my buddy, where we have like 80 movies that we've generated and watched this last year, not exactly legal. Also, not going to stop doing it. So there's that.
What are you going to do?
So there's a beautiful workaround to all of this, and that is that there are such things as parody laws. So if you do enough editing to a movie, and you can really do that on like the front end or the back end of the movie, as long as it changes like the bite size of the movie, maybe you put stuff in the middle of the movie as like an intermission, something like that, like my friend does because he's bored. Technically, you are observing parody laws at that point.
Which means I want to get my hands on that guy that's, I don't know if you've seen on TikTok, there's somebody that's splicing together the entire Marvel universe.
Mm-hmm.
all the shows, all the TVs, and putting it in the correct chronological order and splicing in each scene from everything.
Yeah.
I can't imagine what that's going to be, but that would be where your parody law would come into play.
Yeah, and that's where fan edits of movies get around those kind of laws, is because they can use parody law. There's a whole bunch of stuff. Like, people were putting out the Star Wars movies on the internet for years. They still do, and all they have to do is like splice them together, cut out a little piece here and there, release it with the full accolades given to the original producing company, and done. And you can actually find the full movies on YouTube.
Nice. I need the right block. Give me this one. Oh, wait, that's not right. I guess that is.
How close to the building are you going to be?
Well, it's it's getting pretty tight up there.
Excuse me, sir. I'm here to talk about your zoning laws.
It's medieval times. There was no zoning laws. So I guess what I'm going to have to do is on this particular edge is not put out a flared out window at all. And that's how I'm going to get around that. Because, you know, on some of these buildings, I kind of step out this little window box on some of them. I'm not going to be able to do it on this edge. Which is totally fine.
Completely fine. I mean, to me, it'll bug you.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know how much of it will, because it's on a wall that nobody's going to see.
You're going to know it's there. You're going to wake up, cold sweat, shoot up off your pillow in the middle of the night and be like, I gotta fix it.
My wife would be like, what the are you doing? Go back to bed. No, the blocks are wrong. What the are you talking about?
Grab the bat by the bed, be like, I think I heard someone. Stay here. 3 hours later, you come back to bed.
Funny thing is, there may or may not be a metal bat beside my bed.
I'm not gonna say anything. I've got a bat beside my bed.
To each their own, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
I would, but I'd find a way to hurt myself before I hurt anybody else with it.
Well, that is the trick, is to not hit yourself with the bat.
Generally, that's not much of a trick.
Or the lamps. Or your significant other. The dog, the cat, goldfish.
I hit one goldfish one time.
I know. And it was funny. I mean, I didn't know a goldfish could fly that far when hit with a bat, but that is, once again, how we got kicked out of that particular sports field.
He had it coming.
He did. That goldfish was mouthy.
How we managed to derail a conversation, I don't know.
Our rails are kind of like just about as sturdy as like Lego rails.
Yeah, or, you know, those people that build Minecraft tracks where it's like just constant turns. So it's like zigzag, 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 zig. That's, yeah.
It is. It's about like that.
That's us. In a heartbeat.
It's a loose structure of conversation. There are no rules. It's do what you want. Oh, this game is killing me. Give me something useful.
Now I don't even know what I'm doing. This weird little step up here is just screwing with everything. I'm going to have weird shape. The roof on this is going to be, I just don't know.
You know, just like I gotta give the dog some medicine.
Uh-oh. Not the medicine. Anything but the medicine. Not the gumdrop buttons. Oh, this building's coming along. I just don't know how the roof is going to look yet. It's one thing to add all these silly walls in here, but if the roofs are all out of whack.
I've been trying to get Lockdock over here.
What's he up to?
Well, on Discord it says he's playing Minecraft, but he's online.
Well, he might be streaming.
That's true.
Or recording a video. Maybe. I know he was saying something about last night about recording like a 78-hour video. Not even entirely sure what that's all about. Or he had 78 hours worth of footage that he was trying to, like, trim down. I think he needs to do more planning on his recording sessions.
That's true. Yeah. He's a good kid, though.
He is. Definitely harmless. No. Center. My ears. Thank you. Jack, welcome to the stream. What are you building, sir? This is a village that's leading up to where the castle's going to be.
Hello, my friend. Stay a while and listen.
Oh, I'm back, by the way.
No. Kidding. I was trying to see if there was a more polite way to say welcome back, but there wasn't.
Sometimes it's best not to say anything at all, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh man, I got my Google Go Live in the morning. I'm so excited. Yeah. Probably won't be too bad.
Right. Google Go Live, is that something as far as IT things to help people live to, for tech work?
Sort of. It's we're replacing all of our Microsoft Office, their cloud Office 365 programs. We're replacing those with Google.
Crappy Google stuff.
Workspace. I mean, yeah, they're not honestly as little love as Microsoft gives their own Office cloud stuff. I don't think anybody's going to be able to tell the difference. It'll be a little more seamless, to be honest. I've used it a lot. Like I've helped a couple of our other hospitals go live with it, and now it'll just be our turn. And like when you launch something like Excel from, say, Microsoft SharePoint or something like that, especially if you have Teams involved in the middle of it, which in most cases people would, there's so many times that Teams is like, hey, I'll open that preview in my own window, and it completely blows away the chat you were having, and
Yeah.
it'll try to open the web previewer in the browser, and it doesn't quite work right because their web previewer is not the same thing as their actual installed Office product. And there's just like, there seems to be a dozen ways they can figure out how to make it a real pain in the butt to use it. Dog says hi, really.
Mhm.
Yeah, he's over there yipping at my wife. But yeah, I mean, there's definitely going to be some concessions made with people. But
See, I just find that if you're a power user in Excel, you're not going to have the features in Google.
no, but 99% of the people who are using Microsoft Excel are using a very, very, they're not power users. These are not finance professionals.
Way to call out your team.
I mean, it's true. I mean, the formulas that you can get for finance are really, really advanced, and that's where Excel is strong.
Well, and being able to build your own functions is where Excel
Yeah.
is strong.
Well, and you can build functions in Sheets as well. They're adding more into that. It's not as advanced, but there is a lot you can do with it. But yeah, for the people that work in finance and have some very, very specialized spreadsheets and things like that, we will still have Microsoft Excel licenses for them to have a physical install. They just won't be using the cloud iteration of it, and the licenses we have deployed for those people will simply be few and far between. It's cheaper to buy a handful of required licenses rather than pay an enterprise license fee,
Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah, some of them can be ridiculously priced, even for an enterprise.
Oh yeah, many millions per year.
I'm not going to complain about the $2,100 a month that I'm spending.
Yeah. Yeah, we didn't have a very expensive enterprise setup when we were at Hastings either, because we had so few office employees,
I only have 100 Office licenses I have to manage.
Oh yeah, I think we had like close to 500 or something like that when we were there. But still, like, small change, Our current company has like 10,000 employees that require Office products and stuff like that, so it's a little bit different. had been apparently going to retain to a limited degree our downtown office building, and then I learned Thursday or Friday that they just kind of decided, never mind, we're just going to do away with the whole thing. So that's another good $5 million a year, so they don't have to pay on that particular rented space. All the perks of having remote workers.
Exactly right. They're all still working, but now they're all working from home instead of working in their office. So cut down on lease rates and blah, blah, blah. Saves money, makes the hospital more profitable.
Yeah, that's what Louis Rossman was saying, that all these ridiculously priced storefronts in New York are losing out because a lot of people are going remote, and they keep biting their own, biting their nose off to spite their face, because they won't refund, or they won't, lower the rents or anything like that. And he's saying that this could, if New York just tried to be a little bit more proactive, they could make more money. But nowadays people are just not willing to spend that kind of money for that kind of storefront anymore.
Yep. Yeah, it was pretty funny to listen to the guy we were talking to, basically our manager, up many degrees, but he was dealing with the guys that were in charge of the contract for the building that I used to work in, and they've been trying to get them to lower our rent on that for a long time, because we've been there for 25, 30 years, something like that, in that particular complex. And they were just flat refusing to do it. Like, nope, sorry, it's too prime down here, like it's worth too much, too valuable, can't drop it, you're already getting such a good rate, blah blah blah. And they called them and they were like, hey, we don't really need to have the contract anymore, so we simply won't renew. And then suddenly it was, whoa, well, hang on.
Let's make a deal.
Yeah, we can get you really good rates in prime real estate here in downtown. They're like, yeah, no, it's too late for that.
You had your chance.
Yeah. If you'd have done that 5-6 years ago, we might have hung in there.
And you're on the West Coast, you said, right?
Yeah, I'm in the Seattle area.
Yeah, that's a very high priced area, just like New York. Maybe even more expensive than New York, because isn't that the place where Silicon Valley was?
No, Silicon Valley's down in California.
Yeah, that's the valley in Southern California.
Oh, okay.
But we're kind of another little IT hub, like so many others. It's definitely second or third most expensive area in the country, kind of depending on the year.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, San Francisco, I heard, was ridiculous too.
Yeah. Yes, San Francisco is probably always number one, with New York City right behind them, and then usually we're trailing just behind that.
Us, Vancouver. Oh man, Vancouver's expensive.
Oh yeah.
And then
Vancouver and Seattle are
Toronto
near
area
Twin
is
Cities.
pretty ridiculous.
Yeah. Everything's ridiculous right now. Seems to not matter where you go. It's all too.
Well, and when the lumber prices went through the frickin' roof for us here this summer,
Same here.
building prices came to like a complete crawl. So then property sales went through the roof because they new starts weren't happening, so new building wasn't happening. So it was just, if you could get a place, you could basically just set any price you wanted on your house and you were getting it.
Yep. Yeah, buying a house here this year was a cheap thrill. Well, it was a thrill.
Not cheap for anybody.
No, and I got lucky. It's not necessarily the house we wanted for the price that we were basically willing to pay. But given how nuts everything went, it was probably as lucky as we could have gotten. Interest rate is low. The price on the actual property was quite a bit lower by about $200,000.
At least you got an interest rate. There's a lot of people now that mortgage insurance and stuff like that, because the banks have been hinting for so long that interest rates are going to go up. And if that happens, there's a lot of people that won't qualify anymore.
Mm-hmm.
See, fortunately, like I've had my mortgage now for like 12 years and it's renewed a couple of times now. And every time I've renewed, my interest rate has gone down significantly, but I've kept my payments the same. So I already have built-in protection for when the interest rates end up going up because I've already got more than covered, right?
Yeah. Smart. That's what we try to do, I know. Overpay it by at least a little bit, and
As long as it never goes to the point that, like, when my parents, you know, back in the 80s, where mortgage rates were 17, 18, 19%. I mean, I think that would pretty much break any country now.
yeah, I think so too. Luckily, mine's locked in, so I don't have to worry about my specific interest rate changing. But
Yeah, I'm locked for, I think I got 4 years left on mine.
yeah, mine's basically just like locked for 30 because that's how long we did it. We were gonna refinance later on like a 15 or something like that, but
We can only lock at a 5-year maximum.
oh yeah, we can do a full 30 years. Which is what I did, because mainly because this isn't like our forever house, you know. This is not where we're gonna stay, so there was really no point in trying to like knock the payment down as quickly as possible, especially given how crazy everything was.
I know this isn't going to be my forever house because, I mean, it's a 4-level split, so there are staircases to get to anywhere you need to go to in this house. And eventually my wife's going to be like, you know what? I'm done with stairs. I'm not doing this anymore. Like, we got to do 3 flights of stairs to go do the laundry.
Yeah, I get that. Yeah, we were trying like crazy to find like a little single-story house, but it's not gonna happen around here. So, you know, because my parents are, both of our parents really are especially mine because they're older, are just getting to that point where, you know, they can't handle stairs and stuff like that. So
Yep.
we wanted to at least find a place with like a bedroom on the bottom floor, and we couldn't even do that. I mean, not for a reasonable price. I mean, you know, we were already looking at, you know, $500,000 in costs, and you know, we'd go put an offer on a place and find out 2 days later that we lost out because somebody decided to pay $200,000 on top of our offer, which was already like $100,000 over the listing
Asking.
price. I mean,
Yeah,
it was
that's just
like,
ridiculous.
yeah, and then on top of that, they're waiving all of their buyer's protections. Like they don't give, the bank came back and said, nope, we're not going to give you a loan for that much. The house is not worth it. They've signed on the dotted line. They're required to pay.
Yeah.
You know,
You're screwed at that point.
yeah, and they weren't doing inspections. They weren't doing so. I mean, everybody's just buying blind, and luckily I didn't have to do that. Like I got an inspection and didn't waive anything, and I got it at list price, which was exactly what I wanted to pay. So
Now you got young kids now actually taking old school buses and turning them into roving homes, and doing very good at it too.
yeah, it's crazy what people are kind of having to get used to as the normal
way of life. Yeah.
Freaking house. Yeah, pretty sad. I am overburdened. Yeah, well, sorry.
Well, this is definitely going to be a challenge. This roof. I think I got too many levels.
Add another one.
It's just like it steps up by a block like every little section of house here.
Do that in survival and try not to fall.
Yeah, I mean, I've done enough of that I'd be fine. Like was kind of doing it there, but I mean, you just lived off the shift key.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to let's see if I can figure out what this. Let's go with Zane3YT. Welcome to the stream. How you doing? I'm doing just fine, thank you.
Hello, my friend. Stay a while and listen.
Was that a pretty good guess on the name? I think that was a pretty good guess on the name.
That was an excellent guess because I was stuck on the X and I was like, how do you pronounce an X? Is it like xylophone? I don't know.
That's exactly what it's like.
It's my assumption.
Bling, bling. Ooh, hey, I got a super chat out of that too. You seem very nice. Oh, I appreciate that. Thank you for the super chat. Why am I not liking that? Things that make you go, I don't like the way that's coming together.
That's the same roof template you've been using, right?
Well, yes and no, because like the roof is this level here, and then it steps up a block here, and then it steps down, and then it steps up a bunch of blocks here, and then it steps down one, and it comes over here, and it steps up again. We come over this way, it steps up again, and then steps down, steps way down, up. Yeah, so it's... And it's because this terrain that I'm built on is kind of on the ridiculous side.
You do any more stepping up and stepping down, you're going to be a teen dance movie real fast.
I know, right? What? Okay, that's an issue. That's not where it's supposed to be.
It's going to be funny if that's the entire reason it didn't look good to you.
Well, no, there's more things going on here than just that, so...
You missed the X key there, afraid.
Yep. I did. Several times.
They're like right next to each other. We'll forgive you. Oh, I'm gonna die. This is ugly.
No, don't do that. That's not right.
I'm really good at it, though.
Are you still enjoying Diablo 2.1, I guess?
Yeah. And it's the same game I've been playing for 18 years with
It just
new code of paint.
looks great now, though.
It really does.
See, that's the difference. When it
I
can
have no
look
doubt.
fantastic,
Yeah.
it makes the gaming experience. And I think that's why one of the reasons why I'm done with World of Warcraft is it doesn't look any different than it did in 2004. I'm sorry, but
Yeah.
I mean, they've added some lipstick, but there's only so much you can do with a graphics engine that's done. Like you can't do anything else.
No, not realistically. It's pretty much finished.
Boy, Vay.
I think I would agree. You know, they needed to change graphics engines for a while now. And if they made everything a little bit more realistic or a little bit more graphical, you know, the way they do it now.
See, the problem is I mean, World of Warcraft can run on a potato. So that's if they did like a massive expansion re-release and change the graphics engine to like an Unreal 5 or something, half their player base is all of a sudden not able to play anymore.
Yeah. They pretty much have been releasing to the least common denominator as far as graphics go for a long time. I think that's kind of been their staple for a long time.
Yeah.
Which is frustrating, but you know, on the upside, you know, you can look at, you know, they've got Diablo 4 coming out. If you've seen any of that footage, that actually looks, for an ARPG, which are traditionally not all that graphically intensive, it looks really good.
Yeah.
So you can only hope that they're kind of starting to shift toward that route, you know, and
Because I mean, you think now mobile phones have amazing capability. I mean, Diablo's a game that I fully see them releasing mobile, because there's no reason why they couldn't have that as work in a mobile platform as well. And I mean, the phones nowadays can do some pretty amazing graphics.
I mean, they are releasing it on mobile because they've got that Diablo Immortal they've been pushing for a long time. That
Yeah.
it was essentially a meme. Don't you guys have phones? Which is, of course, not entirely a terrible idea, but the timing on it was awful. Their fan base was like looking for the next big Diablo game for PC because that's kind of where they started.
Exactly.
And they're like, here's a mobile game.
And just about all of their community, like, rioted.
Yeah, they pretty much pooped on them. I mean, it's not pretty.
And it just, that would be an excellent move for, but if they went to like World of Warcraft 2.0, still keep the old ones for the people who can't upgrade.
I think it's just that the story's done to death now, and I think it's done. Like, they would need to, if they wanted to do like a StarCraft version of World of Warcraft and built the entire StarCraft universe as an MMO, as their 2.0 version of World of Warcraft, I think that would have got better traction than trying to just rewrite the book of WoW. Because the book of WoW that story's been told.
Yeah, I think even from a narrative standpoint, I think they've kind of, I don't want to say they've told every story, but they've at least told pieces of all their big stories, right? Like the Void Lords and all the different functions of the universe and that kind of thing. The one thing I thought was interesting, they said this at one point, I'm trying to remember, it was at BlizzCon, and I don't remember what year or what was coming out when they did it, but I want to say it was actually Legion. They mentioned that all of the universes for their IPs, Diablo, StarCraft, World of Warcraft, really being the big ones, and of course you've got Overwatch and what have you, all of those games are supposed to take place in the same persistent universe, meaning that if World of Warcraft were to continue going and proceeding across the universe, say on the spacecrafts provided by Argus and what have you, then technically they could come across the Sanctuary, the planet of Sanctuary for Diablo, and you could fight the primevals, from Diablo, which is kind of a crazy thing they said, and they've basically never done anything with that entire thought process since.
I think that's what I like about the lore with New World, is the way that they've started to build that storyline. Is they really could take anything from Earth's history or Earth's fantasy and build it into their game now. So they have so many different directions that they can go with how their lore builds in that game.
Yeah. Yep, that is very true. And hopefully they do something good with it too.
Yeah.
It'd be a shame to have that foundation built and the infrastructure built and then them not take advantage of all of that and do something good with it.
Well, I mean, if they do it right, they'll have the player base, right? Because Final Fantasy 14 is old, right? Everybody's looking for something new. Final Fantasy 14's fine, but it's still an older title. World of Warcraft is done to death. Age of Conan was a flop because they didn't build the story. And I mean, once you piss off a player base, it's really hard to get them back.
Yeah. Once you alienate them, that's pretty much over. I'm having to like sneak through this level on this higher difficulty because my butt keeps getting handed to me on rather unceremoniously.
Not good.
It's not my favorite.
Time to roll a new tune that's got the right stats so that you can get it completed.
Yeah, well, this is like the second difficult. I don't know if you remember playing too much, but like you beat the game and then you can play it again on a higher difficulty.
Yep.
And so I'm playing through on nightmare difficulty right now, and I've actually gotten really good drops on this assassin. It's like a trap build assassin that I'm playing, which I'm not great at, but it's a good build. And considering the game's been out like all 3 days or whatever, I've gotten some pretty good uniques for her. But it's still like, if you don't have a perfect gear out, like your resistances are super low. So somebody hits you with fire or something like that, and you just immediately toast. My first character was a little paladin, and he didn't even get this far. Like he got wrecked really quick. I was like, all right, well, note to self, gear dependent, do something else.
Paladins are supposed to be really good.
They are really good, but they're seriously gear dependent, especially in the later difficulties. In normal difficulty, he's pretty solid. He still hasn't beat it because I needed a new weapon or something. I forget, I was very behind. So I kind of just like, you know what, I'll just make another character and I'll do some magic finding on that character and help get him bolstered up so that he can go further. And then this character just kind of ended up being superior overall.
Of course, I'm building all these little copper peaks, and I'm going to end up changing them all out later to deep slate. But it's just to get the main roof structure laid out. This building here was just as much of a challenge because it was 3 different heights for it, and eventually it all did come together. But it was a whole pile of maneuvering and figuring, okay, how's this going to work and how's that going to work?
You're gonna say pile of manure?
No, I'm not quite a pile of manure.
I know you're not. Hey, follower, where did you go? He is running into a wall face first repeatedly. That's helpful.
Nice.
Thank you.
They haven't fixed those collision issues.
No. For better or for worse,
NPC AI is amazing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for better or for worse, the game that's running under here is still the original game.
Yep, that's true. And that was just as bad back then.
Yes, it was. It's just a much prettier cluster, you know what now.
Now we gotta switch to these blocks. Soul Killer, welcome back. How was your exam? Were you successful? Do you feel confident? Did you win? You know what? This needs to go. That little section was just bothering me.
I'm shocked.
And now it's bothering me again. Yeah, you knew every answer. Google was not used, I swear. Well, I guess that's a good thing then.
Definitely a good thing.
If you didn't have to resort to the almighty Google, I guess everyone can be proud of that feature, facts, whatever. Oh, that looks better. I'm happier now. That won't keep me up all night.
Yeah, it looks good to me.
He looks alright. He did alright.
Wait, what's wrong with this picture? No!
Calm down, Lord Vader.
Yeah, they're releasing the second season of Picard in February, I believe.
You know what? I would have been fine if they kind of just left it at the one season. I'm sorry. I don't think it needed another season. It was good, but it was good at that. They didn't need to. They didn't need to keep going. Bring on the hate.
No, it's okay. I love Star Trek, though.
I would have loved if they had taken the cast from the new movies and went, okay, now you have 5 seasons of television.
Probably would have been smart, too.
They could have rolled that into 5 seasons easy and done a bang-up job with it. But, of course, you're paying Chris Pine and, what's his name? The dude that played Spock. He was in Heroes. He played Siler in Heroes. What the heck's his name?
I have no idea.
He's an amazing actor.
Yeah. I'll take a look.
It's right there on the tip of my tongue. Zachary Quinto. That's who he is.
I feel kind of bad. That's like not a name I recognize in the slightest.
Oh, really? Did you never watch Heroes?
No.
Oh, that was an amazing TV series.
Yeah, I've heard good things about it. I'm not much of a TV watcher or anything like that. It's like, I don't know. I feel like I don't have the attention span for it a lot of times.
Yeah, he made a good spot.
He did an all right job, but he absolutely. Like, I can't think of anybody else that would have done a better job at Spock. Those are pretty big shoes to fill.
Yep. Hey, Chris Pine did an alright job with Captain Kirk.
Yeah, he did. Yep. And the dude that they had playing Bones. He got,
Oh yeah, he was pretty much spot on as far as I'm concerned.
yeah. All I've got left is my bones.
Yep. And I think it ages well too.
I think so. The cast is young enough that they could keep them going in those roles for a number of years.
So wants to know what you're currently building.
I am just working on another building here in the village. I've got one more spot that I could try to squeeze in one more building in here. That and then that will complete the village outside the gatehouse. This building in here is going to be a tricky little squeeze. I'll give it that much. It's yawning. It's not even... Oh, it's getting close to midnight. We're getting there. I just don't feel like I've accomplished much. Who's reading chat for you? I heard another voice from the background reading the chat. That's Afraid that's currently in the chat that was reading chat for me. Afraid is chilling in here.
How are you, Soul Killer?
Come on. Place the blocks like you're supposed to.
Forget, I didn't look in Discord, but I think there's 4 of us in here right now.
Yeah, it looks like it. Four of us chilling like villains.
That's what we do. When our wives let us.
My wife, I think she was crashing early. She had a long day at work.
Oh yeah, she had that whole scan or something, right?
But she's just been like non-stop busy.
Well,
I do have like a weird 4-day week though. It's kind of nice. Well, they've made Saturday a stat Thursday a stat holiday for us.
Interesting.
Our federal government, because of, well, we didn't necessarily treat our native folk well, so it's a day of recognition and reflection, is what the federal government is calling it.
I would hate to live in a country that did that to its native population. That must be terrible to feel.
Oh,
I know, right?
I can't imagine. I think Soul Killer's trying to get your attention.
Please start a survival series. I'm kind of, well, here's the thing. In 2 days, I'm streaming New World, so Minecraft is going to be getting not as much attention. So that's why I haven't been wanting to dive into another like heavy loaded like survival series or anything right now, because I could have jumped onto World of Solitude Season 4. Sweeney's got that launching as soon as 1.18 hits, and but I know I just won't have the dedicated time to it, because I'm going to be like wholeheartedly addicted and running non-stop on World of Solitude, or not World of Solitude, on New World, so I wouldn't do it justice. I've done tons of survival series, and it'll come back. Like, don't get me wrong, like, I'm not going to be playing New World forever, but it's certainly not going to be top priority right off the bat.
I am looking forward to New World, though.
I am too. Just, it's something that is... for me, it's a game. There is no other game that has like a gathering and crafting and cooperative civilization establishment like this game. I've never played anything like it, so I'm sure there might be other platforms or games out there like that, but it's a new experience for me.
Yeah. I think the only thing I'm actually interested to see in regards to their configuration with how people live and craft and claim territories and what have you, is that at the very end of the last beta, the guilds that own the zones, right, the ones that kind of have their name on it, they get to control the taxes, and they can go up significantly. I don't remember what the cap is, but it's way up there as far as what you pay per thing you craft.
Which encourages you to get your faction to then attack, to take control, to get those taxes lowered, right?
Well, the taxes affect you.
Hi, Glitch. Welcome to the stream.
The taxes affect your faction, even though the guild that took over is your faction.
Oh, so I didn't think the guild controlled the city. I thought it was the faction controlled the city.
The faction controls the city, and your faction gets benefits for being in control of the zone, but the guild gets the money from the taxes. So that's going to be an interesting little turnabout there, because they can crank the taxes up to pretty extreme levels. And that's what we saw in beta. I don't remember what percent they were. It's like 10 or 15% extra, and the guild gets all of that. So I feel like that could work one of two ways. Either one, you end up kind of in the behest of some guild that's just gonna like be there to crank up the taxes, and if that's somebody who's your faction, well, then what do you do about it? It's not like you can attack them. I don't even know what say your own faction has against stuff like that. But if you're, the other side of that is if it's a guild that's like super active in PvP, and they are really reasonable with their taxes and that kind of thing, and they always maintain control of a specific, and I kind of imagine that's what's going to happen, is there's going to be like at least one zone that is your faction's home on a specific server. And so they go out of their way to make sure that zone stays under control of your faction all the time. That way everybody always has a place they can go, to sell and buy, through the workshops, because I think the auction house is only per zone. Like, I think you find different things on sale in different zones.
Because I thought the auction house was just whatever you posted in that city, you could buy from that city, but it's not accessible from another city.
That's what I mean. Is that like it's a per zone / per city, really, since there's only one city per zone, kind of setup. So. You don't want there to be crazy prices for you buying stuff on the auction house. So you're going to want that one place you can go, and everybody's going to want that one home zone, right?
Yeah.
So that when you think, I need to go buy something on the auction house, you're like, you don't think, I need to go check 4 zones. You just think, I'm going to go back to my home faction zone, where inevitably everybody lists everything.
Exactly.
So it'll be interesting to see how it develops. I have a feeling there's going to be lots and lots of hot fixes.
Yeah, as they change and develop things. And
Yeah. But that always happens when it's something new like that.
Crap. I'm not liking this one.
Why not? What's wrong with it?
Well, because it's a wider window frame here to kind of match what the building is. Weet, weet. The whistle goes on far too long.
Yes, it does.
It's still going. Glitch, things are just peachy keen. It's Sunday, right? And it's tough to get into the swing of things to get the week started. New game coming. That's exciting.
A new game? What game is that, Terris?
I have no idea. Watch my channel trailer for exclusive info. It's not very exclusive anymore.
It's super exclusive. At the very least, the production value is perfect. It's just great.
It's production value anyway.
I thought it was excellent.
I've got a long ways to go for video editing, but it's not bad for an amateur.
It's a lot better than I could do. I know nothing about video editing.
How can I even out this? I want them all to be the same. It'll have to be when I go to actually like final peek it.
Oh, I see what you're talking about. Just on
It's
that
because
one.
it's like flat block on here because of the height, the way it worked out. And then it's angled blocks here, the stair blocks here on this side. Just because of the way it worked out.
Yeah.
And I need them all to be the same, but I think it'll have to be once I actually like close it off. And say it's
bad.
done.
You can tell, but I think it's only because you're scrutinizing it.
I think so. I think once I get this like area here kind of capped off, I think it'll be okay. Because then I'll be getting to the point where I want to finalize the peak.
Alright, Iswal, where are you? I am definitely gonna have to make a necromancer next.
You're finding a lot of
Which
things you
job?
need to do.
Well, it's just because corpse explosion is such a fun spell.
He's doing the remastered Diablo 2.
Having the damnedest time keeping my follower alive because he really likes to go out there and just like face tank all of the things. And I appreciate his spirit, but unfortunately I'm having to resurrect his spirit an awful lot.
And that's not working out for you.
No, it's kind of expensive, really. Like, those little resurrection costs are like 20 grand a pop right now. And that's more than I feel like his help is worth. Yeah, he's dead again. I think he's gonna stay dead for a little bit.
Well, that's not very nice.
It's not, but it's not economically viable for me to just like dump that much money into resurrecting him. And like I come through the town portal after like leaving combat and he just immediately dies again. I'm like, all right, you're like a goldfish in a tank at the moment. I will level you later.
Oh, wow, I'm struggling with placing blocks right now.
Well, quit it.
I know, right?
Seems like an easy fix.
You would think so.
It's like telling the doctor it hurts when you do something. Stop it.
It hurts when I bend my leg this weird angle.
Actually went to an old doctor in Texas, a guy that I couldn't go to anymore after this. Actually, it's the same guy that I made like the stupid joke at, and he would not like see me in the clinic anymore.
Really?
Yeah. He was like, you gotta understand, like old folks in Texas, super homophobic. You cannot crack a joke at these people.
Oh, yeah, I guess, yeah.
So like you make an off-color joke or something like that, especially one that puts you in a position of insinuation, like insinuating that you might want to like do something after the, experience with this person, after the clinic visit, like, hey, you want to go get a drink or something? Not going to take it well. It's off the books entirely. Which for me makes it funnier, but yeah, long story short.
That would be kind of funny.
It was pretty hilarious, but no, I went in because I had been running and my knee had started hurting, which happens if you run a lot, and so I went in and I was like, doc, it's hurting when I run, and it's really even hurting when I walk. And he's like, his question to me, straight faced, was, well, do you have to? I was like,
what?
Do I have
walk?
to what? He's like, well, I mean, like for your job, you're IT, right? So do you have to walk? I'm like, not as often as some people, but yeah, doc, I have to walk. Like, it's gonna happen during the course of my day, and I would like it to not hurt when I do so. He's like, he just got it looked really kind of like a kicked puppy. Like, all right, well, I guess we'll run some tests, look at the cartilage. I'm like, dude.
Sorry to like disrupt your day.
Yes, sounds terrible for you.
By the way, you are getting paid by my medical insurance, so
Yeah.
maybe you should just be excited that you get to do a whole bunch of unnecessary tests. The insurance company's going to pay for it.
Absolutely. They're gonna
All
love
right.
you, sir.
Now I got to change out some blocks to different ugly blocks.
I still don't see any hanging villagers, which I find distressing.
You know what? At some point, I will figure out how to do that. I think it's giving them like a golden apple or something, a notch apple. I think is what flips them upside down.
I thought it was either that or if you name tag them and put a specific.
Oh
name
yeah,
there.
it's. I think it actually might be Notch. If you name them Notch, they will flip upside down. Because he's one of the former like developers, right?
I think he's the former developer.
The former developer, yeah, like the guy.
Yeah, that's probably it. I'm trying to think like how then they've made them look like they were hanging from the chain by their feet, because you'd think they.
Because as soon as you got him upside down, then you can bring the chain down to his foot.
Oh yeah, he probably can't move when he's upside down, I would think, right?
No, because they can just spin around. Which, I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. Rotisserie.
Oh yeah, put a campfire under him. That would be hilarious. We're getting sadistic, but I mean, this is a castle. It's got to have a dungeon.
Yes, it does.
I wonder how many lists I just got put on.
FBI is watching and listening.
My friends and I like to joke that there's we have our own NSA agent on our Discord server because we have some very interesting conversations. Like, well, that guy's getting his overtime tonight.
Exactly. Well, you're just looking out for his employment.
Yeah, we're just thinking of him. Todd. We named him Todd. Todd's his name.
Oh, Todd. He's always a Todd, isn't he?
He's got to be a Todd.
Why is the floor wet, Todd? I don't know, Margot. Dream, welcome to the stream.
Hello, my friend.
I have a
Stay
challenge, he
listen.
says. I don't know if my brain can handle challenges. Make it a really, really, really easy one, like place a block. I don't know, I'm too chill today. I'm too chill today to do any strenuous challenges.
Build another castle, all while standing on your head.
Okay, that's... So glad you're not the one responsible for challenges.
Oh, okay, standing on someone's head, I guess.
Where's my cat?
There you go. You're
Huh?
Mr. Mittens.
The killer cat.
Beat Minecraft in hardcore mode and not die. Well, you can't beat Minecraft in hardcore mode if you die. So the not die and hardcore is kind of implied.
Gotta be so technical, man.
I think I've only actually ever beat Minecraft like once in my entire existence of playing Minecraft. Have I actually
More time than me.
gone and defeated the beast?
It's because you have to beat the end dragon, right?
Yeah.
I've always assumed that like what constituted beating the game changed over time or something, but I guess not.
Nope, it's always still just the end dragon. That's what they do all their speed runs on. It's how fast you can get there without cheating.
And any names, but
Someone's name may be used in chat.
hard implication.
Wink, wink. What? Wink, wink. Nudge, nudge. Nobody. What does he say? Nobody knows. Nobody knows. Wink, wink. Nudge, nudge. Monty Python.
Say no more.
Yeah, that's one. Nearly fell to my doom there.
That's not good. I mean, it's entertaining, but it's not good.
All
Oh my,
right.
is that the dream?
No, it's not the dream. No,
Daydream.
it is a dream, but not the dream. He's been in chat here before, and that's not the real dream. And he wholeheartedly admitted that he's not the real dream.
Yeah, there was no trying to impersonate.
However, he does say, "You know who I am. Search on YouTube." Except for it's not the real one. Alrighty. Well, the frame is done and the roof is done. Windows are going to be tomorrow because it's after midnight. I'm going to have a shower. I'm going to go drown myself in the shower and then go to bed. But talk about a weird roof on this one. Like, it was a challenge. Oh, wow, I ran into that wall.
It turned out good, though.
Yeah, it's reasonable. I can live with it.
Can you? Because it sounds like you might die before you...
Well, no, I almost did die, but that's beside the point. Now I got room to squeeze one more building in here that we'll work at tomorrow. And then that's going to be like it for a little bit until we get the a little break. Because it's going to be pretty heavy New World for the first week or two. And then I'll start introducing like 1 day a week Minecraft streams again. So
I'm excited. You excited? I'm excited.
yeah. Clearly I'm excited.
Clearly.
I mean, I haven't stopped talking about that game in like 2 months, so.
What game?
New World! I gotta. You know what? This village. When you stand back and take a look at this from a distance, except for I just like viewed out too far.
Looks way better than what I can do.
I'm
really good.
I'm kind of pleased with it. Ooh, we zoom in. It's. Woo.
It does look good. I think the lack of there's like uniformity to the build, but there's a lack of uniformity when it comes to like the elevations and
Yeah.
some of the
Some of the layering and everything, and then there's slight variations in the build colors because I kind of swap up woods or swap up materials for the different levels, and
yeah, which makes it look natural, I guess is the word.
yeah, because I mean, not all neighborhoods nowadays all look identical, so
Nope. Gives them their charm and price tag.
yep, exactly. But with that said, I think we're going to call it a night there. Thank you guys for watching the stream. Don't forget to reach down, hit the like button, subscribe if you're new to the channel, ring that notification bell, and yeah, we'll be back again tomorrow night. For those people that are going to be playing New World, make sure you grab your download tomorrow, because it will be available on Steam to download tomorrow, so that you're ready to go for Tuesday. And if you haven't yet, free buy it. It's actually like a really reasonably priced game on Steam. I want to say the regular version is like $40, and the deluxe version's $50. So it's pretty cost effective as far as an MMO going around anywhere. So dive in. It's on Steam. With that said, guys, peace out. Thanks for watching, and we will catch you later.